Just imagine, it's that time of year again, your company's annual customer conference, and you've just walked into the opening reception. You're feeling pretty confident, having just received a promotion, not to mention how good you feel in your new blue suit. But before you even get a chance to grab a beverage, you're being waved over to a group of colleagues and customers by your arch nemesis. Oh, you know, the one that's always trying to one-up you, Mr. Knows Everything. And the minute that you walk up to the group, which includes your CEO, your nemesis starts grilling you about the 3 types of corporate excellence, something that was a late addition to the conference agenda. Process excellence, operational excellence, and business excellence. Oh my. Now, while you are feeling completely prepared to talk about most conference topics, this one has you feeling a bit uneasy. So you quickly attempt to change the subject. But Mr. Knows Everything just won't let it go. And you quickly excuse yourself for an emergency bio break. Hashtag epic fail. So, to help you stay out of water in the future, let's talk in detail about the 3 types of excellence. In the most layman's terms possible, without completely boring you. Move over, Mr. Knows Everything. Got him. Woo! What an intro. Hello, my name is Eric from Highgear. Our team is always in pursuit of excellence. After all, just like our parents would say, nothing is worth doing unless you do it right. For simplicity's sake, and to the point of what you probably found when you did a Google search, not all excellence is created equal. First, there is process excellence, which is also referred to as PEX. And then there is operational excellence, which is also referred to as OPEX. And finally, there is business excellence, which is also referred to as BEX. In any organization, achieving optimal business performance is highly dependent on how effectively a team manages its efforts for achieving excellence. It's also dependent on how well all the subcomponents involved in PEX, OPEX, and overall business excellence are deployed. The most successful companies understand that effectively systemizing every aspect of their business allows for continuous improvement and deployment of best practices. I mean, Google didn't get to where it was overnight. It took a lot of fine-tuning. Achieving this often spoken excellence is therefore about understanding how work is getting done. From tasks to workflows to processes that ultimately roll into an organization's overall business systems, that's the all-encompassing idea of excellence. It's like when you go to your favorite restaurant. You don't just love it because of the food, you love it because of the service, the atmosphere, the all-encompassing experience that it brings you. But it goes deeper than that. An organization also needs to provide the necessary resources and systems to realistically achieve optimal outcomes. A well-orchestrated effort across all areas is what creates the value that an entity can deliver. And once systemized and aligned, a company can focus on managing expectations rather than trying to keep the core of its work moving in any one direction. All right, now let's break down the 3 types of excellence and how they fit with each other. And don't worry, it's far less complicated than trying to follow IKEA instructions for assembling furniture. I hope this chair holds out. Although the terms process, operational, and business excellence are not the same, they are frequently misused and, of course, confused with one another. I would venture to guess that if you asked 100 people about the difference between each of these terms, you'd likely get 100 different answers, and most likely 101 different opinions. That's why I'm here breaking them down for you. Speaking from a textbook perspective, process, operational, and business excellence form a hierarchy. You can see what I mean by this chart. Process excellence is a subset of operational excellence, and operational excellence is a subset of business excellence. To put it in other terms, it's like the king, the queen, and the joker. That's a card reference, not a Game of Thrones reference. If you want a super simple way to never forget how they fit within each other, think of the basics of the ABCs. The pattern is alphabetical if you look at it from the larger sphere moving inwards. B comes first in the alphabet, followed by O and then P, hence the pattern BOP within the subset. Hopefully this is an easy way to remember the order for you, and let's be honest, probably not the first time you had to say the ABCs in your head this week. Now, as far as what each term includes, it goes like this. Business excellence includes operational excellence and process excellence. Operational excellence includes process excellence and all the paradigms, methods, and tools required for the process work. And process excellence includes standardization of tasks, optimization of workflows, management of work at scale, and responsive exception handling. All right, well, now that we have broken it down, let's dive deeper into each term's meaning. Stay with me, this is the fun part. Simply put, process excellence is concerned with making processes more efficient and effective through design and testing. With process excellence, the main goal is to deliver consistent, positive outcomes with minimal variation and waste. Process excellence teams are responsible for ensuring that processes within their organization run smoothly and consistently achieve predefined results. Keyword being predefined here. Having a plan is vital. You remember the term work smarter, not harder? Probably came from PEX. The team is commonly comprised of individuals from across the company to develop new ways of working, to implement improvements, and to ensure that everything is running smoothly. The most effective means of building and managing processes is to look horizontally across an organization rather than working solely within traditional vertical reporting silos. As part of process excellence, many organizations look to Six Sigma, which uses statistics and data analysis to reduce errors and defects. A link to Six Sigma can be found below this video. Another approach is Lean, which is quite simple. Relentlessly work on eliminating the 7 deadly wastes from processes. Those being overproduction, waiting, transport, excess and unnecessary motion, overprocessing, inventory, and defects. Organizations don't necessarily have to follow those approaches. At Highgear, we use the idea of emergence to emphasize the point that iterative improvement is superior to an all-or-nothing approach. After all, getting started is better than getting hamstrung by trying to map a complex, multi-departmental process across the entire organization. At least that's what we believe here at Highgear. The primary goal of PEX is to create smooth workflows. Ideally, ones that are free of bottlenecks, inventory gaps, and delays, which in turn roll into larger processes that affect the value chain and ultimately hinder competitive advantage. Process and operational excellence are frequently used interchangeably, but they are not the same. I repeat, they are not the same. I will leave you with this on PEX. The keys to process excellence are: put your customer at the heart of it. Know what you're doing, change what you are doing, lead your people, keep on top of the tech, and be prepared to fail. Yes, grandmother was right. It's okay to fail sometimes. Shh. All right, first I want to make something very clear. OPX is an accounting term for operational expense, whereas OPEX denotes operational excellence, which is what we'll of course be talking about. If you want to know about accounting, I am definitely not the person for that, right? Nobody's there. Operational excellence is a broader concept than process excellence. To make a comparison, PEX is concerned with processes, but operational and transactional environments have more going on within them than merely the activities that guide them. OPEX is an attitude that embraces certain principles and tools to create a culture of perpetual improvement. In short, operational excellence means every employee has buy-in, meaning they can see and improve upon the flow of value to their customers. It is particularly concerned with corporate culture and how the organization is viewed from a value creation perspective. Now, if you know the joys of the best grocery store on earth, that's right, I'm talking about Publix. They operate on an employees own the business model, meaning when you are hired, you are given stock in the company. Publix feels that if employees have a buy-in with the company, they will be more dedicated and driven. This is, of course, more literal, but you get the idea. And now I want a Publix sub. Yummy. Operational excellence is about how people, technology, tools, and other resources combine and interact with each other to form key components of value delivered. OpEx defines an organization's direction, identifies and mitigates the risk to getting there, manages change, and drives continuous improvement. Having an integrated management system reduces overlap, redundancy, and conflict. And it also encourages a culture of operational discipline, which is commonly described as doing the right thing the right way every time, i.e., do it right the first time. See, your grandfather was right too. That's crazy. Principles such as integrity, a questioning attitude, a level of knowledge, checks and balances, and formality are expected of each and every employee. The third ring or layer in process excellence and operational excellence is the macro concept of business excellence. Business excellence encompasses both PEX and OpEx with the perspective of achieving results. Besides overall business strategy, it includes investor, customer, partner, and stakeholder communication. It helps an organization look beyond its proverbial walls and guides the overall development of the organization into the future. Efficient processes by themselves are no guarantee of success. Like a perfectly tuned car being driven off of a cliff, your PEX may guide the most efficient widget manufacturing, but if no one is buying widgets anymore, then what good is the efficiency? I don't know. And if your widget 1 manufacturing line duplicates the efforts of your widget 2 manufacturing line, then OpEx is missing. However, efficient processes and well-coordinated resource sharing will not save a weak or wrong business strategy. Business excellence requires a holistic outlook of the entire organization in the context of larger business environment. It requires your organization to see that widget 1 usage is dead, widget 2 usage is decreasing, and that your product development department ought to be diving into how to best make widget 3. Was that enough widgets for you? It was me too. So, to recap the 3 levels we discussed today, they are process excellence, or PEX, which is creating effective, efficient processes, delivering consistent output with minimal variation and waste. Operational excellence, or OpEx, which is PEX plus culture, people, resources, systems, and how they can optimally work together. And business excellence, which focuses on delivering overall results in a pragmatic, consistently successful fashion now and in the future. Just as in most things in life, there are no shortcuts to achieving excellence across the board. I know. It's like your high school teachers in the room with us. It's crazy. However, so much technology has emerged in the era of digital transformation over the last several years that it is possible to do more with less. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to schedule a demo to learn how we can help you to continue achieving business excellence using the link below this video. Thanks again. Stay tuned for more helpful videos, and we will see you next time.